Why is wellbeing a business imperative? Hello and welcome to Well Intel Daily. I'm Annie Hood. This is the podcast that showcases why wellbeing culture matters for you and your business. We asked business leaders and specialists to share with us the whats and the whys of wellbeing priority and how they perceived it to manifest over the years to come. The gain from these leader expressions are not only from the words they say, but also how those words and intentions are being played out in their organisations and the brands that they represent. Alex Schellenberger is the Chief Brand Officer for Accor's Power Brands and is a staunch advocate for the weave of wellbeing, not only through those brands that he represents, but also in the culture and ethos of how he leads and what he supports within the brand mothership, in other words, Accor. Alex is the boss's boss, if you will, for the Health to Wealth podcast series and accompanying white paper. And the podcast and white paper outline the big picture influences of well-being, such as the environment, the economy and technology, right through to a grassroots individual perspective. In other words, the macro to micro viewpoint on the transformation of wellbeing culture. And he has this to say about wellbeing as a business imperative.
Wellbeing culture is a business imperative because it leads to a fitter and a more productive workforce and healthier communities all around the globe.
And his vision for the years to come is this.
10 years from now, I want to see a world where well-being is essential to being human.
He sees well-being for all as an inclusive tailoring, bottom up to top down.
The quickest win for better well-being culture in business is to make well-being tools and programs accessible for everyone across the organization.
Hospitality is one of the more difficult industries to manage the well-being of the workforce. It isn't a job that can be done from home. It's a role, or it certainly can be, that means you're on your feet a lot of the time. But the huge and not to be undervalued advantage is the social connection that is simultaneously provided through a career in hospitality. Interaction with colleagues, with guests, and with collaborators is part of the joy of the job and plays a huge role in our overall sense of well-being. Tomorrow is Government Budget Day in the UK, and I'll share a few thoughts on what to expect. Do share this podcast in your networks and be well.